debate.
is Shadow
Hold
being
on,
a
hold
fraud.
on. No, the main debate was gonna be the Sonic beat Shadow, but you brought up the comics and stuff. So now I'm looking at a debate that Shadow's a fraud because he does some
Okay.
crazy like dumb shit in the comics, bro.
He does some crazy shit in the comics. You're right. All right. So we're going off Shadow's a fraud, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We can do that. Let's do that.
Alright.
Because the 1v1's too easy. Fraud watch, we can do fraud watch.
I mean, the fraud watch kind of coincides with like the 1v1 though, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, however you know what I mean, wherever it goes, that's how it goes. But
I mean,
Lily.
easy dubs.
I also got Slider
Let me
Knuckles too.
hit the. Oh yeah, nah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that crash
EQ,
out.
but the Knuckles Slider is definitely coming hard, bro.
Yeah, bro, because who does Ethan think he is? We're bringing up like Knuckles and stuff. Like Knuckles,
I'm about
like
to
Knuckles
say,
ain't.
what Morris said was 100% true.
What?
He has one
What
job.
about Knuckles, bro?
I brought
He
it up.
has one job and he
job,
fails every time.
and he failed that one
Nah,
He
job.
be
Like,
mad as
because the
fuck.
writers, because the writers be selling them because
They
it,
do. They do. They don't fuck with him. You
They
black.
do.
they
But
do.
but but
They
listen,
do.
listen though. That's the thing though. Like we have to take account of the writing. That's why for me, I say that like the Flash is the most sorry superhero because he's like OP, but they don't know how to
He's
write
OP
him.
as fuck.
But they don't know how to write him properly.
They know how to write reverse flash. You know, when the bad shit happen, you know what I mean? They know how to write
I mean,
it.
well,
But
it's easy to bring an
Exactly, bro.
OP villain.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know. 'Cause, like sometimes you gotta make the villain lose, you know. So it's like
That's true.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Because, I don't
But
know, reverse flash feats, that nigga's crazy. But you
yeah,
bring up the
facts.
flash, you're like, that's the Flash. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah,
the Flash. He should
yeah.
be able to outwork that. Why is the Flash getting caught up by the Joker? What the hell?
Like I like the
That's
thing
fair.
is though, no, but the thing is though, like if we look in like the comics in history, the Flash like 9 times out of 10, the Flash that has like the most sorry feats is literally
Yeah.
Barry Allen. I do not fuck with Barry Allen. I'm a Wally West guy.
Barry Allen's a fraud watch.
Barry Allen's best stories come from Wally West's best stories, bro.
Wally West, that's my Flash.
Like
Yeah.
Even like Bart Allen.
If Gunn doesn't go with Wally West for the DCU, it's gonna be even more cooked, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You're the first person to actually say that to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hear a lot of Barrys. Because they want Grant, but that's it.
I mean,
Wally
Barry's
West.
good, but like Wally's
Grant
better.
was the only good Barry for me. As far as comics and TV shows go, it's only Wally, bro.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think John Wesley did a good job in the '90s, but he only had one season. But
What
like,
was
bro,
Ezra?
like,
Ezra was Barry?
Yeah,
yeah, Ezra was Barry. Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Fraud.
But the thing is with John Wesley, like in the '90s, yeah, he had that one season, but that one season trumps like season 4 through 9 of Grand Show, bro. If we're
Grant
being
show
honest,
just went on too long.
Grand Show should have ended like season 3, but we would have gotten the crossovers though. We would have gotten the crossovers though.
And that's the thing. That's why they kept it going.
Yeah.
They're like, crossover. Now we gotta make the crossover make sense.
Yes. Now we got to retcon everything, make it work.
Exactly. Like, now we gotta retcon it, bring you back to our show, and, you know, not have you mention that shit ever again in your fucking life.
But I mean, also
it's pretty
though,
much
but
retcon they gotta
the
do
thing
for
is,
shit
but,
now.
but the thing is too about like the crossovers. I mean, like you know, at the beginning it was really just Arrow and Flash, and yeah, they had like the other heroes, but they kind of made them like they're like the main two characters.
Yeah,
Like, they for sure had like the most screen time too, and then
that's true. Well, Supergirl too, because what Supergirl got a little
yeah, the big three.
Then they had DC, the niggas of tomorrow.
Bro, you know how many it legit heats me up when people say that was like the best show.
Hell no. Give
Like
me
they have
season 1
like
of Arrow. That's it. I'm settled.
bro.
Exactly.
Give me season 1 of Black Lightning, nigga. I'm settled.
I'd be down for that.
No, like low key, like Black Lightning actually was really like Black Lightning was kind of like Black Lightning was kind of like the Luke Cage show for DC. Like it wasn't like anything like too special, but like
it had its moments.
It wasn't good, but like it was good, but it wasn't like total trash, bro.
Well, I need
yeah, bro.
Anime, bro. I want that to come back.
You know,
that show was fire.
You know they're putting that same actor in Marvel, right? He's gonna be Tombstone.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be Tombstone. Yeah. I want to hear him go
Black Lightning.
You talking about Black Lightning? You're talking about Black Dynamite.
Yeah,
They ain't bringing that shit back, nigga.
Yeah,
bro.
nah, bro.
Man, that show was good, bro.
Yeah, let me. I got the notification, so he ain't blacklisted.
Bro, I've been like,
I'm not glad. I legit like just got the notification.
that's crazy, bro.
I
Yeah,
started
you
streaming
sent
3
me that
minutes ago.
shit.
It's
Hold on.
crazy.
Bro, my schedule just dropped, bro. And this is the goofiest schedule I've ever seen. Like, first of all, like I'm closing every day because I'm a closer, so it ain't a surprise. But I got tomorrow off, which is cool
There we
because
go.
I want to go retake my test in the morning, and then I can stay up pretty late, so that's cool. Then I got
There we
work
go.
Tuesday, then I'm off Wednesday. I don't like that. I don't like being off, going to work, and then being off.
Yeah, I
That's
fucked the
goofy.
vibe
Yeah.
up.
And then I put on my schedule my availability is open for the whole week except for Sunday, and I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bro. My one day, bro. The one day
The
I said,
one
hey man,
day.
y'all can call me in whenever at whatever time. I just need my Sunday, and they got me working on Sunday. Closing, mind you, that's
Damn.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a manager. I be doing the same shit to my niggas, bro.
Yo,
I luckily,
And when they come up to me, I'm be like, "Yo, come on, bro. You know I need you, bro.
man,
Like, come on, man,
I know they
and that'd
hate
be
you,
the
bro.
mess part
I
with
know
them
they hate
is
you.
to, like I said, I ain't
bro."
gonna lie. I'm lucky enough. My manager actually hears somebody enjoy actually gonna hear to my goddamn schedule, bro.
My
Cause
major has
that
so
was wicked.
far. The last Sunday I ever worked was when I first started, and that was on Super Bowl Sunday, which that's understandable. She asked if I could come. I was like, I
Yeah,
mean, of course I'm gonna come in
Yeah,
Super Bowl Sunday. But
yeah.
dog,
right.
this is a random. Is there a holiday this week? St. Patrick's Day's coming up, busy,
St. Patty Day. That's it.
but that's
Yeah.
Tuesday, bro. Why am I working Sunday?
Yeah,
No one need
yeah.
no pizza on the
On
22nd of
Sunday.
March.
Yeah, for St.
What?
Patrick's Day.
Late out St.
Yeah,
Sure.
man.
Patrick's Day, bro. What?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna prove you wrong,
Pre-gaming
bro.
for
I'm
Easter.
gonna order pizza, bro. Just to prove you wrong, I'm gonna order pizza.
I got you, bro. We're gonna keep you busy, bro.
Man,
Yeah,
keys,
yeah, I
bro.
got
Yeah.
you.
I need 300 pizzas.
Whoa. I'm gonna at least get
30
an
minutes
$80
before
tip, bro.
close.
Nah, bro. Dog. I was close to my
And we about
manager.
we.
Uh, I told my manager one time. I think we literally said the story yesterday, but it was 1 minute till close. It was 11:59, bro, and someone ordered a pizza, dog,
Mm-mm.
and
That's
it was
how it
like
be.
it was nothing crazy. It was just like a medium pizza, but by
Spitting on that
default we should
shit.
give them a
Pause.
large because like we didn't have no more mediums. The larges was about expired. So not only did this dude get a free upsized pizza, but he ordered at the
Damn.
last second, bro, which pissed me off. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
he didn't leave the tip online. So
Oh.
I gave him the pizza. He was about to close the door. I was like, would you like to leave a tip tonight? And he was like, dang, bro, I can't do him dirty like that. So he's like, give me a second. And then he
Oh,
goes to
okay,
his
okay.
house and he gives me $2, bro.
Oh. Oh.
Which, hey, I'll take it, bro. He was about
At
to
least
close
he
that
thought
door, but he
about
had
it.
to not say
You know
this.
what
So
I
I'm
mean?
like,
I'm
hey,
about to
bro.
say.
Yeah,
He had to close the door, spin back, blow the
yep,
block up.
facts, bro. Facts, bro. He was black too, so like,
There we go.
Oh, there he
See?
goes.
I would have did the
There
same
he
shit,
goes.
but bro, I like it as a
No,
dollar.
it's true. It's for real true, bro. Like when servers say that they don't ever want to serve a black table, I get it now. Cause black people don't
Yeah.
tip. They
Yeah.
don't, bro.
I tipped for the first time today. Hurt my pockets. Hurt my
I ain't
damn
gonna lie,
pockets.
bro.
I tipped today.
I ain't gonna lie, man. But while I was in school, bro, I was like, Uber eating some food, bro. I would not tip. But what's because I was like black? It's because like I was a college kid,
So
so
you
like
part of the problem then. So you part of the problem
Yeah, no.
basically.
You're part of
nah,
the
nah,
family.
nah.
Cause I
But
try to tip as often as possible when
I
I
tip at
can,
least a
gang.
dollar, bro.
well, let me finish, bro. Ever since then, I always leave a tip, bro. And that was before I started delivery driving
Yeah.
myself. I always tip after that.
The
But
way
yeah,
I
but that's the thing.
see
But that's the
Uber
thing, bro.
Eats and
Like,
everything, it's kind of like a fishing line. You know what I mean? You gotta put the
Yeah,
word, you gotta put the bait on there. So I throw like
yeah,
a
bro.
dollar.
Yeah, so throw my bone.
but no,
I
no,
throw
but
a
yeah, but
dollar.
at least that's something though. So you basically aren't tipping them
You know, they
people
look at
to
it, they're like,
deliver to that
he
rowdy
tried.
campus, and then now Karma's coming back to get you, bro.
I'm dead.
I
You
mean,
mad,
like,
bro?
I, I I really ordered that much for real. That's the thing, dog. It was good, TM.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I usually tip wherever I go, but normally I just leave it in cash.
Yeah, I'll leave a couple of dollars, like $2.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. With me working where I work, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Them white people be pissing me off sometimes because them niggas be coming in last minute to always get sandwiches.
Oh
Be
hell yeah!
pissing me straight off.
For me,
We get
bro.
the
That
other.
My fault.
white people
Go
always come in
ahead.
real
Go
late.
ahead. On my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good? Yeah. Now the other day, bro, someone ordered an online at 8:44, like 1 minute before they turned off. I was heated, bro.
Dang,
And then
bro.
mind you, we close at 9. Online turn off at 8:45, right? I do
Oh,
that order. I clean my slicer off. Here comes an at 8:58.
dog.
I was heated, bro. I had taken
Wait,
my slicer tools to the back.
Mm.
that's
I grabbed them
backwards.
hoes.
For
I had
for
grabbed that shit and was pissed. I was like, yeah, this what you want, sir? Fine, here you go. Fuck you.
Excuse me.
Wait,
In
so
the back of my head,
Dylan,
I was cussing at the
You
time.
should
What?
spit in
So
his food.
you guys close your online orders before you close your walk-ins.
Yes, we close our walk. Yeah, we used to close our onlines off 30 minutes before we close.
That's weird.
We used to
We call for walk-ins at 9 o'clock, and after that, everything's like for delivery.
Oh yeah, nah. It's because for us, our deliveries are It's because for us, our deliveries are basically through third party services.
Right.
So we just pretty much use them. So if they
Right.
ever come in, they just come in, grab it, and then basically go.
Oh, actually, hold up. I said it wrong. So, at 9 o'clock, we don't cut off our walk-ins. We just lock the doors at 9. Just in case you'd be like trying to like, rob the place, which hasn't happened. Or well, since I've been there, hasn't happened. But I forgot about to say for you was talking to
Holy fuck!
Yeah, no, we just turn our in because we stopped doing in stores when at 9. So, but I was so heated the other night, and the worst part was the one night it happened, it was black people. The next night it happened, it was white people. I was like, brother.
nah,
I
bro.
turned to my one white, I turned to my one white coworker. I told her, I said, I need to get your people in line. I gotta get my people in line.
I'm
You gotta get your
fucking
people
dead.
in line, bro.
That's
You're
Cause
crazy,
nah,
bro.
this some bullshit, bro.
Nah, dog, bro. My pet peeve, bro. Besides the black people, dog, it be the stoners, bro. Cause they be ordering so
Yeah.
late at night, man. And you know they got the munchies, bro. And they be doing too much, bro. I'm like,
I
yo,
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I used to hate when that shit happened, bro. Cause especially when like delivery was about to end and I just got off. I'm like, hey, fuck it. It should
it,
be like 8:45. We ain't delivering no more. I'm
it
gonna
be
make
like
that
that, bro.
order at 8:44,
Yeah.
bro. I'm sorry, Dylan.
Hey, cause you the homie, bro. You good, you
Oh yeah,
good.
not
I
fact, but like
need that. I need that.
I, I would
Like
be
nah,
all I would be up. I would be all up a pot, like a minute before
Do you?
close. It's whatever, bro. But
Yeah.
it's like, dog.
Like fuck.
If I even know
It's
you,
the
bro, come on, bro. Well, why you order me 3 minutes
exactly.
late? Well, before we close, like, come on,
Right before we close. I
or
hate
even a
30
minute,
minutes
bro.
before close and 30 minutes after opening.
I
Facts, bro.
I hate. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I don't hate 30 minutes before close because that puts us at 8:30. I hate 10 minutes before close, and I hate
Mm.
15 minutes before online turn off because when I hear that, because we always give us a noise of a like samurai sword slashing noise. When I hear that noise, I
I'm
immediately get
fucking
pissed.
dead. Yo, they're trauma sensitive. What's it called?
Pavlov dog,
Oh hell.
brother, I've been
That's what it's
Pavlov
about.
dog by a goddamn alarm code, basically saying front door open and a
Yeah, that
samurai
shit got
sword
me.
swinging
My
for
ring,
that
oh my
damn
god.
online.
That chime is like scary to
Samurai
me. Every time
slice
I
that
hear
like button.
it. He got Corey hunting.
Brother, I be
Just Dylan
I
be
be in the
flinching every
back.
time you hear a Corey outro, bro.
Slice the like button.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Corey ain't posting no more, so Ethan's gonna be Corey now,
He's
bro.
good. That's why Corey. Oh,
Nah, bro.
damn.
I,
Ethan's the new
I ain't gonna lie,
Corey
bro.
Kenshin, bro.
I do not want to be the next Corey Kenshin, bro.
Nah,
His audience is
Yeah,
crazy, bro. I do
toxic.
Somebody's
not
Some of
want
them
that.
niggas is
stupid,
toxic,
bro.
bro.
The
That's just
samurai
that's
sword
just
was
too
chill,
many
but
people.
pre 2020. After 2020, bro, that
Damn
blew
niggas went
up.
off the wall.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
I would be
exactly,
pulling a
but it's
Corey
like,
One of the
but
too.
it's
people
like,
needed the avatar.
but it's like,
Facts, bro.
it's crazy because both sides are like way so extreme. You got people either hating on him or people just like slobbering him up,
Lazy.
bro.
Yeah, for real.
It's
I mean, like,
insane.
I'll keep it a bug, bro. Like, I'll be like, yeah, Corey's just a normal dude, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
I just find
criticize him
other
here and
people
there.
to
Like,
watch, bro.
he
That's
could
how
be more
easy it is.
consistent, but at the same time, it's like, he just a
I
guy.
understand why you take the. I understand why you take the breaks too, because when you do content
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
you
creation,
don't stream for real,
if
Dylan.
you're
Nah, I'm
not,
playing my fault, my fault.
yeah, because here's the thing, literally, if you're doing content creation, if you're not making content or doing stuff that's based around content, you're gonna basically be doing nothing. So you're pretty much spending all your time doing that shit. Yeah, I need a
Yeah,
break every once in a while. Fuck out of here.
yeah,
You
and
gotta
it's
think
If
like
I was
he
you
him.
don't
can't
have a
have fun
team.
too, because like
Yeah.
everything you want to do, you have to do like like for content, like for videos. Like, oh, I want to play this new game, but then everyone's gonna want to see me play it. So now I gotta record it. It's like
I think
sometimes I
the
just want to
only
just explore
thing
the game.
about where Corey is like the sponsorships and shit that he gets. Like that's the shit that is like, okay, that's cool. Like, getting
Yeah,
invited to all that shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, he doesn't have a team that edits his videos. He does it all
It's just
himself.
him, bro. It's just
It's
him.
Yeah, it
just
literally
him.
is just him. Like he isn't like other big creators who have
Yeah. Who hire
teams of
people
niggas
to
to do.
edit. Yeah.
I mean, to be
Like
fair though,
Berlin had people edit his videos. All he got to do is record.
Yeah,
Hmm.
which is nice. It's nice. But it's like
yeah.
The only thing
But
that
then
the only
that's
thing
less
that
money going in his
Corey
pocket. He's got to pay people.
the only
facts.
thing about Corey and what shooting himself in the foot is, and he's admit this, is that he's making promises like
True.
unrealistic, like and setting
Facts.
unrealistic
Yeah,
expectations that he can't reach. Like that's like when I saw that video and he was like, so we're gonna aim for 200 videos. Like my heart sank. I'm like, bro,
Bro,
This
that's
nigga.
like
I started laughing.
This
Dog. I was
nigga.
like, all right,
you
Corey.
know he said
All
that.
right,
All
Corey.
right,
I'm
Corey.
like, you're not
All
Whatever
hitting
you
right,
that,
Corey.
Corey.
say.
You're not hitting
That's
that,
like some
buddy.
My
Dylan would
ass.
say, bro. This year, I gotta
facts.
do 12 live streams. My
And I was
fault.
still surprised he
Yeah,
posted.
For real, bro. I was like, oh, dang, Corey's still
exactly.
alive.
I said, oh shit.
I was like, oh,
Oh,
Corey's
two
still on
back to
YouTube.
back, Corey.
Oh,
Go crazy.
Yeah. I
When
mean,
he
I
the,
was
was
like,
the,
on
oh,
the
the
only
he's
thing
still
he
on.
really
dispatch, that's
did,
what really get me.
that, bro, I feel like the only thing he really did was like dispatch and then Ghost of Yotze. That was really all he did, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
it was good, though. Like, let my
And he
boy
tried to
Corey.
do Requiem, but it's been a week since episode 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, man.
I'm about to do that.
Shout out
I'm
to
about to do
Corey.
that shit, bro. I'm excited, bro.
You getting Requiem?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got it
he
actually.
is.
Oh
I'm shooting that
shit.
bit tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited,
Good
bro.
luck, bro. Play this shit on the
Yeah.
hardest difficulty, bro.
I'm not doing that.
Yo, he wants you to. He wants you to be struggling, my guy.
Play it in the
Hold up,
dark.
bro. I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick. TM said you ain't gonna say what's good to me, Dylan. Visual said you got to get the mofo go
My
gear.
bad, Tim. I thought I did. Shit, my bad. Besides, even if I said it,
What's
hold up.
good,
Even
Mark
if I said
Racer?
it though, you still hate it. But
Here he goes. Like I said, bro, Dylan just can't just say my bad and move on. He's got to say my bad. Oh, but wait, let me defend myself.
no. This one different. No, gang. This one different because it's Tim, bro. That nigga will hate no matter what I said.
He got a point, low key, Torrin.
I'm just saying,
Vegetable
Dylan.
said, Torrin, check out my post, by the way, you'll love it. TM said, I'm ranted about working in food, Lamau.
Where's TM?
Dylan can't
Oh,
say anything about
okay,
content
okay.
creation. Invincible said, yeah, Dylan need a break for content for 7 years.
Yo, I'm not talking about myself, bro. I'm talking about if I was in Corey's shoes. Damn, I can't comment in on that. Damn.
But nah, bro,
Hmm.
with a parasocial fan base like that, yeah, I would need constant breaks, bro. Cause
Man.
like I mean,
I'd be scared to go outside.
for real, bro. And it's like
Like 6 million niggas know me.
The glaze
I'd be
is
scared
cool
to
and
go
all.
anywhere.
Like when you overdo the glaze, it's
Like,
uncomfortable, It's uncomfortable. It's like, yo, chill, bro. Like I ain't all that, Like I appreciate you, but it's like, yo, chill.
Like, damn, nigga.
Dang, bro.
Grown ass man.
For real, bro.
That's
Y'all know
what really
hands and
would
knees
be,
like
bro.
I'm 2018 LeBron. Calm down.
No, for real.
Yo.
Hey, man. Get your stats up,
Okay,
bro.
so I know this ain't the recent post, but I just saw this comment about the
Yeah,
Rushmore.
but
My overall vote is Torian, Ethan, Izzy, and Spooky. F you, Dylan. But OGOG is Torian, Ethan, Dylan, and current one is Torian, Ethan, Rooster, and Kage. F you, Dylan.
yeah, like
I don't know,
damn.
Dylan.
Like,
The
Want to hear
last
my
time I
Mount
see,
Rushmore? My Mount Rushmore, at the end of the day, we're going to go Big ET. Let's go. Let's give Morris that spot. I'm gonna give the other spot to Dylan. Honestly, that's all I got. How many niggas on the Mount Rushmore?
4.
Four.
Yo, Kage, how far are you going, bro?
I'm a little cooked. Ain't gonna...
Yo.
Throw me on that bitch.
Yeah. I can also get behind that.
I'm fine with that.
Don't after last night, I see why Ethan be calling you a fake homie, but why do you deserve to be Mount Rushmore? He said, Ethan, do you blame me? Absolutely not. Last night was a very bad showcasing of Dylan being a fake homie. Possibly one of the worst nights ever in a long time. It's great that he's at least in the conversation, but I can see why he came to the conclusion that you did.
Great that he's in the conversation.
Yo.
Bro.
Yo. What the?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was trying to go easy on you, Dylan. That was like a PR response, bro. I was trying to.
That was a good PR response, bro. PR is fuck.
Yo, it's crazy.
There's no standing on it, bro. He said it's true.
He said it's true.
Yo, what the fuck?
Putting the Diddy music over the Mount Rushmore pick is crazy, though. I can't even lie.
I didn't even listen to the audio that was flowing.
I did it. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I had it on mute. That is insane.
I ain't gonna lie, though, Dylan.
That's on the Bob.
Golf with your friends. That shit was crazy, bro. That was wild.
That was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Why is music kind of talking horror music?
Okay. Oh, this post is already about to be out of pocket, bro. The voice actor in Torian. The British Indian impressions go crazy too, but I couldn't find them. Honorable mention: Kage's African impression and Ethan's Southern impression. Dylan, I feel like your Southern accent is your normal voice, which is why you get to the character.
I promise you, it's not my normal voice. I promise you, it's not.
That's great.
Oh, there's a poll on this bit.
Yeah, I went with Travis just because it's the most iconic one.
Travis, Space G Prime, Monkey, Comment, Gorilla, or Jimmy. Bubble Baths.
That was funny, bro.
Dang, bro, that's actually tough. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's low key between Travis and Space Chief Prime, but it'll probably be Travis, because like Space Chief Prime, you know, he's racist and Southern like Travis, but he has like that. He has like that PR in him, you know.
Yeah.
Travis is just
he got
wild,
himself
bro.
back a little bit.
Yeah, Travis just says whatever, bro. Let me listen to this video.
Dirty black. You start dirty black mouth right now.
YouTube, this is satire.
Oh my, bro, I'm actually crying tears right now. Oh my god.
That was funny, bro.
I forgot I said that in Hell for liberty, prosperity, justice, and racism. Oh man, bro. Yeah, I'm probably with Travis.
That's fair, bro.
Oh man, that was actually funny. Alright, chat, we got a debate for y'all, bro. We got a debate for y'all. Because Kage done got in his feelings, bro.
So did. I told you all what happened. I told you gotta stop talking on this man's name. That's how I get about him, bro. So.
Alright, hold on, I gotta scroll back to the beginning. We have like two. It's like two different points, but they kind of coincide.
Everybody in the chat, everybody in the fucking world can agree with me and say Shadow is yes a better character than Sonic. He's a better character than Sonic. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on. Okay,
He's that
for this
side
part,
character you like.
are we talking about like the best character as like that character, or like the better character in a fight?
Yeah.
What are we
Just
doing
like
first?
we're not going to the fight yet. Just
Okay, we're
as
doing
in
this as
terms
a
of
character.
Character?
you know what I mean, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles,
Okay.
Shadow. You know, niggas know Shadow. Niggas fuck with Shadow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And here's the thing.
I
Here's
mean,
the
as
thing.
a
Like,
character,
That's,
you're
so we
right.
could agree with that. That's one
yeah,
thing we can all
no,
agree
yeah.
with.
Here's the thing. Like, I will agree, but two things can be true at the same time. Like, I will say
Okay.
he's like probably one of, if not like the best character like in that franchise. But
Yeah.
he has like probably like he has more. Even with
He has more
actually, yeah,
traction.
he has no, he has more fraudulent moments than Sonic.
Okay.
But like
So
that's like legit it though. But that's
this is
like
where
legit
the
it though.
debate comes in, right? So I'm gonna call out this just one thing that, you know, before I get into Shadow and how he is, you know, the ultimate life form. Sorry.
Which
We
he's
talk
not, but
about
okay.
Sonic,
Not.
the nigga that eats chili dogs on for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? Talk about the nigga that can't swim. Once he sees water, he's what? Fucked. You know what I
You
mean?
mean when
Yeah.
he runs on water?
He
Yeah,
runs on
because he
water, but he
runs.
can't swim.
But he runs on it, so
He
he don't
runs
need to
on water,
swim.
but he can't swim. So
But
Has
he runs
Shadow
on
in
it
ever
a
swam in
anyway.
his
situation
life?
where
Like,
he
I don't
needs to
think I've ever seen
swim,
Shadow
he's
swim.
what? Fuck. Shadow swims, nigga. He's the ultimate life form, nigga. What?
There's never been a single
You think
instance
they
that
made the
Shadow has
ultimate
ever
life form
swam
was
in
like,
his
oh
life.
yeah, let's make sure he can't swim.
Don't.
Nigga, the only time I've
Bro.
seen
Answer
Shadow
that
or
question.
Sonic swim is in the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, bro. I ain't never seen Shadow swim a day in my life in a
Yeah, I forgot
main
they made
Sonic
Sonic
game
swim in
gang.
that shit.
I have never seen
I
Shadow
mean, we never see him drown either.
swim. Yeah,
See?
fair,
Stop playing with me.
fair,
You seen
but
Sonic drown.
Yeah.
Y'all
but
know
I've
how the
also seen that
music
nigga
get.
run on water.
Yeah.
But in terms of fraudulent moments, bro, just talk to me on how Shadow is fraudulent. Because to me, Shadow is the ultimate
Okay.
life form. So
Okay.
everything he
Okay.
does,
Okay.
you know what I
Okay.
mean? That's just me.
Okay.
So
I
just
got
tell
you.
me what's going on.
Okay. I got you. All right, Dylan. No, I'm gonna need you to take the backseat, bro, because I'm about to go on like a 10-minute rant.
I got
I'm
you.
about to cook. I'm about to cook so hard.
Go
All
ahead,
right, bro.
cook
So
it, brother.
number one, bro. Shadow's not the ultimate life form, and he himself has stated this.
Mm-hmm.
And even if he was created to be the ultimate life form, but based off of Sonic. You catch what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
And we can agree on that, right?
Uh,
We can agree on that because
if
that's set in
what?
stone.
So
His
we're just talking about
aliens.
Shadow as a character, right? Shadow as a character, not going into like any type of deep lore on, you know what I mean, into whatever universe they're at. Because in some
Okay.
universes, he came first. If you get what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. He did, but the thing is, like, what was it called? The Dark Order, the Black Order, whatever that alien
Yeah,
race
the
was.
Black Order.
Like,
Yeah,
they really don't have like that concept of time. They just kind of like
they exist. Yeah.
experience. Like they just kind of exist. So they already knew about Sonic, and that's how like they had that mural. Dr. Robotnik's granddad, got the piece of that alien, and then saw that mural,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what he based Shadow off of. The thing is that Shadow has the like exact opposite attributes that Sonic does, which is what makes him good as a character. Is that like it's like a
He's the
yin and
rival.
yang.
You're right.
It's a yin and yang kind of thing. And another thing too, when it comes to Shadow, I mean, I'll always tell you like one of the best stories in fiction are like redemption stories, 100%. And that's like probably like the Sonic and Shadow story is like the best story in the entire franchise. Just like the same thing with Sub-Zero and Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Rivals to brothers,
Yeah.
However, with that being said, though, the whole like rivals to brothers thing, they're both two separate storylines. But with what they were trying to achieve, we already saw the storyline with Knuckles. Did you catch my drift?
Okay.
So they kind of give Shadow like a ended storyline. But he's still good at He's still definitely better than Knuckles because, like I said, like Shadow's reasoning for going after Sonic. Shadow's reasoning for going after Sonic is 1,000 times more valid than Knuckles, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Okay, so how is he a fraud though? I get that. You know what I mean? I understand. That's how his, they wrote his character to be.
Okay.
But in terms of being a fraud, what has he done that Sonic, in terms, isn't as fraudulent as him? If they are, equal set as rivals, because in a matchup, like I stated, it does usually end in a stalemate, or the niggas come to terms of like, all right, let's just, you know what I mean? Let's not fight no more.
I mean, it's kind of debatable, but like 9 times out of 10, though, if you look at comics, you look at the games, if you look at Sonic X, Sonic, it will either be a stalemate or that boy Sonic is coming out on top. And especially in the comics, which I'll get to that in a second. That's just because
I got
I
you.
don't even acknowledge the comics because they're written bad.
Comics get
But
ridiculous. The comics for Sonic are ridiculous.
especially
That they
IDW, bro.
are.
Like that shit's actually ass.
But if
But
you
it
want to go
exists, so
over,
we have to kind of
uh,
call it out though, because they do
that's what I'm
exist.
saying.
So yeah,
Because Archie, if you go off of Archie Sonic, that's what you're talking about, or IDW,
those are my IDW.
IEW. Okay, okay, all right. I was say because you were talking Archie, yeah, Archie goes crazy. IEW does
Yeah,
go
no, yeah.
crazy, but Archie feats are ridiculous. But
Oh,
still,
I'm not. No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about pizza. I'm actually talking about like Sari's moments and like shit writing
oh, okay,
that like
okay.
affects the character. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Going into your statement that you stated about the ultimate life form, right? And
Okay.
Sonic, what? Sonic 2?
Sonic Adventure
Sonic
2.
Adventure
Yeah.
2. Sonic Adventure
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
Going into that statement, right? I don't think, if you look at the way that game is played, if you look at how Shadow is introduced in that game, he's introduced as the ultimate life form. All he does is what the ultimate life form is supposed to do. So when he sees someone like Sonic who matches up to what he got going on, and then gets to the point where he's like, oh damn, you know, he did all this and isn't as dark as I am. He is both the light and the darkness that this world needs. He is that ultimate life form. Not in the sense of saying this guy is way more powerful than me. He got it. You know what I mean? I think that was more so of a sincere way to show you what Shadow's gone through, and then seeing that realization that, yes, he is built to be the ultimate life form, but this is a natural being here that didn't come from what I came from and is still that person. You know what I mean? So I don't think that was in terms of him saying like, yeah, Sonic is way stronger than me. He is the ultimate life form. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't Sonic that beat the boss. Shadow sacrificed himself to beat the boss.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but
That so
I can. So I see what you're saying with that.
okay.
The problem is that they both said that not only like just like at the bare end of the game, but after Sonic beat Shadow, and as they were both like locking in on the boss together.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but that is actually an interesting take though, and that could also be entirely
Because if
possible. But it
you
kind
gotta
of
also
contradicts that
remember,
when they were calling each other Faker the entire game,
yeah, but you also
in
gotta
terms of like
remember
the
it's
relative
also
power.
modeled off of Goku and Vegeta. At least
Yeah,
Sonic is modeled after Goku, because I don't really like that. Vegeta, they're just
yeah,
rivals.
yeah.
But
I don't like that
and
either.
that's how Vegeta views Goku. Vegeta views Goku as, he's the ultimate being. Yes, Vegeta is way weaker than Goku, but what I mean, Goku came from nothing, and Vegeta was powerful from the beginning. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So that's why I see it as a sense of understanding that, hey, maybe he got it. You know what I mean?
I
But
think, I think, I think for me, like it wasn't like a sign that Sonic is better, but I think it's the sign that, like, I think in that moment is when because at the beginning of the final fight, he was willing to work with him. But I think at
mhm.
that moment in time is when he actually gained like respect and acknowledgement for his abilities.
And I think that's what's going on.
I think Shadow recognizes his potential
Exactly. It's
is better than
there.
what Shadows ever does. But with that being said, though, the case could be made that as time goes on, yeah, Sonic's getting stronger, and that potential is
But
up there.
they're rivals. So Shadow, wherever Sonic goes, Shadow is right there. Regardless of however, even if you go into the Archie comics and IDW, wherever Sonic goes, Shadow is usually right there, right behind him, if not right next to him. That's just how it is. That's how it's
Well,
written.
Archie, I'll give you. The problem with IDW is that if Team Sonic was 9 times out of 10, that if Team Sonic was up against a problem and Shadow was with them, Shadow and his arrogance and his ego was like the exact cause like of that problem. If you catch what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't know, like the main example which completely turned me on was the um what was that? What was that shit called? And I forgot. Okay, let me go real quick. It was some sort of like sickness or something, but like he acknowledged like what it was, and he knew Sonic was infected. And he also knew
Oh,
how to
okay,
stop
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but he chose not to. On top of that, he
For
let his
Laura, sorry.
arrogance, yeah, he let his arrogance get himself infected because he wanted to get more powerful and
Yeah,
shot himself in the foot.
yeah, that
Like
is
he
true.
screwed it up, you know.
IDW, because I don't know, the later writing for IDW Shadow is weird because he does get into like that jealous type that you really don't see in like other media portrayals of him.
Well, not only that, but they also just made him like way too like edgy,
Yeah,
which
he was. Yeah.
also affected like the mainline games that he was in post '06.
All right, hold on.
If we're being honest, no, it's true, it's true.
I would
Like
say
oh '06
maybe.
gaming wise before Sonic Shadow Generations, '06
Yeah,
was the last time that Shadow was like greatly written. And I hate Sonic '06, but like I said, that game did three things good: Shadow Story, Silver Story, and the soundtrack. But Shadow Story was way better than Silver's.
yeah. Silver was an interesting concept as like a future Trunks, whatever. But so you're saying Shadow? You don't count Shadow the Hedgehog, the game?
Shadow came out before Sonic
Yeah,
06
I
though.
know it came out
Yeah.
before, but
Yeah,
you
well,
don't
yeah,
count.
well, no, I do count Shadow the
Okay,
Hedgehog,
because you brought
I'll
it
say,
up.
yeah, and I'll say this about like Shadow, like I think Shadow, like I think that's like it's a hot take, but that was Shadow's like prime right there.
That was his front
Because
for sure.
the thing is like Sonic will always be like the mainline hero, so Shadow will
Yeah,
always take a backseat. But given that it was Shadow's title, they were able to do basically
they were
whatever
able to
they
go
wanted with him.
crazy. The nigga
Exactly.
stopped an entire alien invasion by himself. No
Yeah.
tails, no knuckles.
Exactly.
Him.
Like I said, it's crazy. Even though, but in contrast to that, though, in like the later games and in the comics and stuff, like he relies like on a lot of outside help. But yeah, when it comes to the main thing with Shadow of 5 though is that like again we have to take into account though is that consistent with this character though, or was that just like a one time thing? Like a prime example would be CW for example. All right,
Hmm.
because we were talking about the Flash earlier. Okay, Green Arrow in that universe, like goated character, but like like that's like completely different from like comic or any other version of Oliver Queen because it's like darker, more gritty. Not only that, Oliver Queen doesn't have hands that the CW Oliver Queen has those hands though.
Yeah.
But the thing is like Black Canary and like Wildcat can only beat Green Arrow, but like you put the characters in his show, like Oliver's gonna have to beat them because it's his show. He's not gonna lose to like some other superheroes. It's his show. I think that's the same thing. Like with like we have to say like if that was like an alien invasion in like any other Sonic game, would Shadow have gone crazy in that other game, or did he only go crazy in that because
It was
it
his
was his own
only.
game?
Yeah.
If you see
He
what I'm
was
saying?
front seat, not back seat.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, that I don't know. I still consider it in his feat list because that was my like origin for Shadow before it came
Mm-hmm.
into '05 or Sonic '06 because Sonic '06 was a mess. But Shadow's
Yeah.
story changed, so that's why it's like all right. It's like
Mm-hmm.
fuck because Shadow, like you said, that was the turning point for Shadow, and that's when he officially took that backseat spot to Sonic for the rest of the games on it. Because yeah, like you said,
Well, yeah. I mean, well, no, kind
he
of, because you had like the Sonic part, and the Shadow
yeah,
part, and the Silver part, and then they kind of like coincided for like that final part.
that final
So
part, yeah.
I think that there were still like the three like main headline game like parts for that. Like I don't think one role. I mean, I guess maybe Sonic had like a more important role because Mephiles was after him, but they I think all three of them had like something to bring to that
Shadow,
for sure.
like in
Because
'06,
Shadow also encountered Shadow was around Mephiles the most
yeah, he didn't
in
scrap with
'06.
him
So
though.
yeah, well
He didn't want that work.
He was going to, but he had
That's what
all the
was
demons, and that was when he took the rings off.
And what he do?
That's the thing though, bro. But I'm gonna bring that
But
later.
he had
We'll
help,
talk
so
about that
you
later.
can't really consider that. I get you.
Well, that, but I'm also gonna bring up something else too in
Okay.
the fraud, and we'll get to that in a little because that's a later game.
Okay.
But yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to talk about games where he's a. Well, I guess we can talk about games where he is a boss, because at the end of the day, it's Sonic games. So if he's a boss, you usually got to beat the boss at the end of the day. That's how it works. So that's why when you brought up Generations, it's like he was a game boss. You have to beat the boss.
Did you play Shadow Generations?
I didn't play Shadow Generations. I didn't even know he
Okay,
had
so
Shadow
actually,
Generations.
well, so like they remade like Sonic Generations, but they added like a Shadow like a
I didn't
portion of
particularly
that.
like Sonic
But
Generations. I was into Sonic Colors, and that was like my game
that
for
is the
forever.
worst take I've ever heard in my life, bro.
That's
Oh
how
my
it
god.
ran. That's how it
Holy
ran.
But yeah,
fuck, that's a
I had that
take.
nigga. I had that shit on the Wii, and that's all I had. Sonic Colors
but
was it. And then I got a DS. Oh my god, Sonic Colors, nigga.
But yeah, like that game explains like where Shadow was like during the like that story. But they do have a cutscene where they talk about what happened in the cutscene. And it says why he lost, and it's like it's low key a fraud moment though. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's a fraud moment, but it's kind of not at the same time. Like so I have to explain it when we get in that bit.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I got you.
I'll play it. It's on PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah, I might play it then.
Um,
I didn't know he had it. I would
but
have been bought
yeah,
it.
with the concept of '06 though, and we can also talk about Heroes too. But yeah, with the concept of '06, it's not really like a fraudulent moment, but I mean, like I said, like Sonic's potential, like Sonic, he was just getting better. He was getting better. He was getting faster. Everything. So like, it's a fraud moment for Sonic. I mean, he kind of got snuck though, but Mephiles snuck up on him,
Excuse me.
stabbed him through the heart. Writing was trash because Mephiles could have just done that at any point in time during the game, because he kills Sonic to make it Elise cry. But so yeah, when the world went to shit, and Silver had this plan that we can just go in like the past, present, and future, and kill Solaris all at once. Shadow was the first person to say that would be possible if Sonic were still alive, bro. He was the first one to know that if they were gonna pull that off, that they needed to resurrect Sonic, bro, because he was the best out of all of them.
That's a Sonic game.
It's a Sonic game, but it was marketed and promoted to
And
be
that
like
game
a
was
headline of
ass.
all three of them. But it
That
doesn't
game
matter though.
was
We still
that
have to
game
count it.
writing was
We still have
ass.
to count it though.
God damn, I hate
It's set in
Sonic
the lore.
06 so much because it
It's
was
set in the
such an
lore.
ass pull.
But it's kind of valid though.
It's valid to a
Like
sense of, yes, this
because
is a Sonic game,
I'll say this
but
because I'll say this
in
like
like
no
lore
none of them
wise, Shadow could
no
have
no
handled that on phone
no
number.
no 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 even with their super forms, none of them, not even Sonic, none of Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, they cannot handle Solaris like solo. Like they for real had to jump him.
Yeah, they had to
Because
jump
again,
him.
like the past,
Yeah,
present, and the future, and
yeah, he
like Shadow
was
and Silver could
a
have put in that work, but they needed one more. But they also know that Sonic is the one that harnesses that chaos energy,
but
and that's
that's
how
what
he
I'm
was able to get
saying.
that to Shadow and Silver too.
Yeah,
But that's always been the thing in lore, though.
and it's like Silver is the biggest ass pull for me. So that's why I
One
don't even
hundred
like
percent.
talking about Silver, because I feel like Sonic and Shadow, like was stated, they're equal. And it's in terms of power and what I feel like, yes, they're rivals, which means they're equal. At the end of the day, Sonic has to meet Shadow, Shadow has to meet Sonic in a certain type of way, because to me, every time Sonic and Shadow fight, someone's not taking it serious, or someone is taking it serious and someone's not. If you get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, because you brought up that argument earlier that if Sonic was
Well, because
serious,
yeah, because you did say that Shadow is holding himself back. I'm like, we can say the same thing about
it was
Sonic. Like
shown
if
in
he
Sonic
really,
3.
yeah, that's true. If Sonic wanted to like really like wrap shit up,
Yeah,
it's kind of like the Spider-Man thing, like
yeah. If
Sonic's gonna be
Spider-Man
holding
really
back
wanted it
because
done, boom.
Sonic, but the thing is like, well, that
But
shit gets serious though. Sonic does look, lock in. Like so, we
yeah,
saw it in '06, we saw that in Generations, we saw that in Unleashed, we saw that in Frontier. Frontier's had like the best like supersonic like scenes ever in a video game. It really showed how powerful he is, 100%. Like with the
and
Chaos Emeralds.
true, true. But you know who got them Chaos Emeralds on lock and always aura farming with them bitches? Mr.
Sonic.
Chaos Control. Come on now.
You mean Sonic?
Mr. Chaos Control, Mr. Chaos Blast, Chaos Spear, all that shit, nigga.
Dog. Shadow thought
he literally
was
stops
Shadow.
time.
Sonic can also do
He
chaos
teleports.
control. Sonic can also do chaos control, and then when Shadow found that out, Shadow was like, "Wait, what?
Oh shit, nigga.
He can do chaos control." Exactly, bro.
They're rivals.
Exactly.
They have to follow each other.
But
for Shadow to do it first, you know what I mean?
But that's the thing. But it doesn't matter who does it first. It doesn't matter who does it better.
He put him on that shit. He got whooped, so what did he have to do? He had to learn. He had to adapt.
But again, that's the thing. That's the potential, though. The potential, and the thing is Sonic.
That's the potential, yeah.
But exactly, and Sonic, Sonic always.
But Shadow knew that shit off the rip.
He gets better and faster. Well, and that's exactly why Shadow doesn't grow. Like, he knows everything off rip, but he doesn't really grow as a character in terms of like feats or power.
So it's like, even in like giving them both bloodlusted, Shadow know how to scrap. Sonic just goes fast. Sonic run races. Shadow knows how to fight.
But the thing is, Sonic is faster than Shadow, though.
Sonic's faster than Shadow, and Shadow is still nerfed. He has his rings on, and Shadow is keeping up. Let's talk about that.
No. Okay.
Sonic is running as fast as he fucking can, and Shadow's right behind him with his rings on.
With his skates on too, though. You take the skates off, it's a major difference. It's a major difference, bro. And that's a fact.
Take the skates off. He don't have regular shoes. That's all he got.
he can put on some shoes. I give him a free pair, or he can look from Knuckles, bro. Put on Knuckles shoes.
Put on Knuckles shoes.
Yeah, bro.
Have a canker sore, bro. You're gonna be fucked up. Pull their feet out. I'd be damn. I see a hedgehog's feet in the goddamn Sonic, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm not convinced that.
But also, and if we're talking about Shadow Hedgehog too, I low-key forgot. I low-key forgot though, like Shadow, that, you know, in his game though, I mean, he was low-key on that Knuckles timing, bro. He was legit like getting manipulated. Now he has more of a reason though, because he has like that amnesia.
It's been a while.
He doesn't have that memories,
he's fucked up. He's not.
But I mean,
okay.
So I'll give him that. But I mean, bro, like I get that your dad and everything, but your dad is tripping.
Maria, nigga, and all that, bro. Come on, now. Oh, you talking about in 05? Never mind.
Yeah, in 05. Yeah, 05.
Move over to the indoor range.
Cause yeah, that was when the Black Order, and Hero, people always want to hype him up with heroes, bro. Oh, he beat the bio lizard, not by himself.
That shit look crazy.
Heroes is fire. Yeah, people always say that. Like, I mean, you play as Shadow when you fight the bio lizard, but it's like, no, bro. Shadow's in his super form fighting the bio lizard, and Sonic is also right there with him in his super form. They're both jumping the bio lizard because Shadow can handle him by himself. And then Metal Overlord also called Shadow a fake. He called him a fake. Just offered it just straight disrespectful, and Shadow took that shit.
Shadow took that shit. It's crazy.
You can look it up.
Dead.
You can look it up, bro.
But that's what I mean, bro. They really like nerfed my nigga at the end of the day, because the potential for Shadow, if writers really wanted him to go crazy, he could go fucking bizarre. But you can say the same thing for Sonic, and that's what makes them good rivals. That's a Goku Vegeta argument. You know what I mean? Well, not really, because Vegeta's getting swamped.
Yeah, Vegeta's
but
sorry.
Shadow and Sonic, Sega made them to be quote unquote hand in hand. Whatever Sonic can do, Shadow should already know how to do it or be better in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, they did that like at that time, but as time goes on, I mean, you can clearly tell that Sonic was getting better. Sonic's getting better because it's also another thing too, but it's also like an experience thing though. Because like the amount of shit that Sonic went through, I mean, it's insane.
Ooh.
You had Unleashed was crazy. Colors was crazy. He's like up there in like fucking space.
Yeah,
like legit, like destroying, destroying planets, bro.
The fact that Shadow even had a game was like,
I mean,
great.
That's true. But I mean, like I said, with Shadow.
So that shows you the aura that man already had. You don't see a Vegeta game. You don't see Vegeta headlining the game.
Of course not.
When have you ever seen a side character headline their own shit?
No one would play a Vegeta game, bro. No one would play a Vegeta game.
So Vegeta,
Some
fraud.
cracked out fiends
You can call
would.
Vegeta fraud.
They play Vegeta games. Some cracked
I
out fiends
would.
would for some
I would play
reason.
that shit. I ain't gonna lie
I
to
would
you.
not
I'll
play
probably
that.
grab that
See,
shit.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't want to play a game while I'm losing all the time, but that nigga would.
yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Like you know how you have like those like bosses in games. It'll be like the first boss, and it's the boss you're supposed to lose, bro. That's gonna be every single boss in that game, bro.
Oh, fuck
He
it.
ain't lying.
Vegeta, that's what I'm saying. Vegeta's fraud. It's been proven time and time again. Fraud. Yet,
Yeah,
the ultimate life form is still being called the ultimate life form to this day.
The ultimate life form keeps having like the same character arc over and over again.
Yeah.
About
I
his
just don't know what to
freaking
do with such a powerful
his fucking
character. You know what I mean?
his fucking memories
Right now,
and what
let's
he
see
wants
He's
if
to
you can
broke.
do
pick
and
up
how
the
that
password
coincides
of our
with
drills.
what Maria wants to do.
That's why
But
I kind of like
it's been
Archie
constant
Shadow.
years, bro.
You'll get your name on the leaderboard.
It's been years, bro. They got a lock in, bro.
They right my nigga right, but they can't even get a
I mean, how you
Sonic
supposed to
game
write a
right.
nigga right that is just the same nigga constantly?
Nigga,
Shit,
they
like
can't even write the Sonic game right. They can't even get that shit
you are
together.
right. You are right
The
with it. You are
franchise
right
is
with
falling
that.
apart. They're trying to
Yeah.
bank on Sonic as much as they can.
Yes, which they should do because he is, genuinely a money
That's what I'm
maker.
saying. He's a money maker. Niggas ain't gonna start. Well, niggas did start promoting Luigi, but at the end of the day, that shit Mario show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at that
All
time,
I'm-
with Luigi's Mansion was doing
Oh, yeah,
like
but
pretty good though.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
thing, though.
That's
the thing, though.
Nintendo market
Yeah.
they shit different because
Well, they marketed and they actually
it
wrote
was
a good game
Mario
with
from
Luigi.
like
So
the 90s to
Good.
like
Now it's time for some
late
deployment practice.
2000s.
Hold on, let me ask you this because I get the comics mixed up. Okay, hold on, bro.
If you need more,
Because
they're in the case to your left.
didn't he like fight Neo Metal in Archie? Not even fight. He lost to Neo Metal actually, and Sonic had to save him. But I'm pretty sure that might have been Archie.
You gotta think Archie Sonic crazy.
But Archie Shadow was also crazy. That's the
Archie
thing.
Shadow is crazy, but Archie Sonic is ridiculous, bro.
And actually,
These
no.
Archie
And the thing
Sonics
is,
has in his
but the thing
own
is, no,
comics is
actually, no, yeah, no, hold
ridiculous.
on. But he lost to Neo Metal, and then when he spun the block and beat Neo Metal, he had to sneak him for that.
Good, he's black, nigga. I sneak his ass too.
yo,
We jumping, niggas. You just said every time
That's
they
crazy,
can't
bro.
do it by themselves, nigga. He got to start jumping.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, they have to like jump in. Like it's quite literally like when
So that's
Dylan,
when you brought
you
up
gotta catch a striker,
when you
Dylan. But
brought
like
up
it's like
he
when Dylan in
he can't
gaming,
win
he's getting.
by himself. The nigga Sonic literally has a team of niggas, and Shadow has
But
one
not
v5
all the
these
time
niggas
though.
multiple
no,
times.
Not all the time though. Not all the
There was
time.
times where
Not
he
all the
won
time.
niggas.
Sonic never wins all the time. So now we got all this.
But
Not all the time.
but even then though, he always came out like no Shadow would, like literally lose and then say, all right, guess what? I need my help. Like Sonic would lose by himself, and then he was still like work there by himself. Sonic
Just lock in
Generations.
and move and just
Sonic
come back and just be
Generations.
like, hey, I gotta
Right, this is
improve.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Sonic
Y'all
Frontiers was
gonna act like
actually
Sonic does not jump
hold on.
niggas.
He
We're
does,
not
but
saying
not as
he's
much as
not.
Shadow.
He
though.
literally got a black nigga in his corner
But
with
okay,
knuckles
here's the
for
thing.
fists.
Okay, let
Spikes,
me ask you
nigga.
this. Let me ask you this. Where was Shadow in Frontiers then, bro?
I never played Frontier. I don't fucking
Let me
know.
give
That
you the
nigga ain't in
rundown.
Frontiers.
Hold on,
That's
let
the
me
thing,
give you
he's
the
not in
rundown of
Frontiers.
Frontiers. Let me give you the rundown of Frontiers. Motherfucking Sonic had to fight like
Hold on,
going
is
like
Frontiers where you
five.
make your own?
No, that's
No.
Forces. We're not talking about. Actually, there is some fraud moments from Shadow and Forces. But I won't bring that. No, I'll probably bring it up just to rage bait you. But
Oh,
I don't
I'm
take
looking
that
at it now,
seriously.
bro. What is Team Sonic?
Listen,
Sonic is
Frontiers. Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
this is
Frontiers,
I'm
bro.
looking at it right now.
Okay, no, but let me explain to you what happens in Frontiers.
Go ahead.
Frontiers is literally Sonic, like, going to, like, 5 different islands to try, you're saving Tails, Amy, and Knuckles, but he's doing that shit
Yep.
by himself.
Having to fight some otherworldly being looking ass niggas.
Exactly, and even when he saved them,
All right.
he still had to fight by himself in that final battle, bro.
Beware of threats.
They
Yep.
didn't fight with him.
I'm confused. What does that have to prove? Good job,
That he
Sonic.
can-
You
yeah,
saved
that
the
Sonic
team.
can do it
That
and
Sonic
their own
can
game.
Sonic handles his shit most of the time. Shadow cannot. Like you
This is
even said yourself,
blasphemy.
and oh, Saber, you're like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Shadow took the rings off, but he did have
Who was leading the
Roach and Omega. These are your words though. You said that Shadow needed help, so you can't
He
switch
didn't
up
need
now.
help, but in terms, I'm not going to say he defeated an entire army by himself. He didn't, because he had help. Regardless of the help not helping that much, they were
But
still
you
there,
know
which is
who
what
defeated? You know
Sonic
who
does.
defeated? Yeah,
Tails and
exactly.
Knuckles get beat
No,
down by
no, no, no,
Shadow,
no,
and
no,
Sonic
no,
gotta
no.
run the ones.
I mean, that's valid. But at the end of the day, though, if Shadow was good, he should be able to handle an armor by himself, especially considering he just handled the Black Order by himself in Shadow of FAUD.
Yeah, but then that was a Shadow titled game. He forgot he was in the Sonic franchise, and it's not gonna be that easy.
But he literally pulls up
That's
in
like,
Sonic Shadow
nigga, the
Generations,
title
and
is
his
Naruto.
part of the
He's not
game.
gonna fucking
But
lose.
but literally in the Sonic Generations, when they put his part of the game in there, he's doing the same thing. Though he's still in the armor by himself.
Who? Sonic,
No Shadow.
Shadow, and what is this?
The Shadow part of Sonic Shadow
Code is locked.
Generations.
Oh,
Someone
shit,
made a
Shadow
joke.
Generations. I've never played Shadow Generations, so I can't speak
Shadow
on where
Generations,
that's
Shadow
going.
Generations is so like Shadow Generations is of course like them bringing back like the past from right. Shadow Generations
Yeah.
is kind of like
Team is
the same
prepping.
thing,
Let's go
and
over
that's
some
another
advanced
issue I have with
ammunition.
that too, which we'll go ahead and get in there right now. Okay, he didn't beat Mephiles the first time. I mean, cool. He knows what to expect though. He fights Mephiles again. It's a
In
straight up. He
Generations?
lost. Yeah, because Mephiles came back
Okay,
and
okay.
Shadow ended up losing.
On my six.
How is flying the radar for me?
And his alien dad pulled up too. Shadow killed his ass before. Motherfucker had to spend the entire portion of his game trying to hunt him down and kill him, bro.
Yeah, I gotta get into it.
Moving into place.
But it still doesn't prove how my nigga's a fraud. I just don't understand.
That is a fraud. If you have
Because,
the experience against your former ops, you should not be getting worked by them when they just prove
nigga,
out of
that's
thin air
Sonic's whole
at any
basis.
time.
Who's his main villain? Eggman.
Okay, and?
The same shit happens all the fucking time.
But we're talking.
How
But
many
here's the
Sonic
thing. No,
games?
no, no, no.
What
Here's
is
the thing.
Sonic games
But here's the
continually
thing.
live?
No, no, no.
Him
Here's the thing.
running
I'm talking
around
about
on
Eggman.
hills and shit. Stop being Eggman. That's the
Yeah,
cat and
Eggman.
mouse shit.
The difference is though is that Eggman like he plans for shit though. I'm talking like these guys. They just poof out of nowhere and they start shit with Shadow, and Shadow loses off rip.
Same way that Frieza's back, and this time he's stronger than potential Unleashed Gohan. That it's lazy writing at the end of the day. I can't say anything
But
but
that
that.
writing, but that
That
writing is what
writing
makes him
goes into
fraudulent.
Yeah.
some form
It
of
makes him
canonism.
fraudulent.
I get you,
It
whatever.
does, and it makes him fraudulent, bro.
It
It just
doesn't. It's a
it doesn't
game
make him
at the
like
end of the day. They need a
it doesn't
plot.
make him
They
completely
can't bring
fraudulent.
him back shooting on a motorcycle, bro.
It doesn't make him completely fraudulent, but it makes him just a tiny bit fraudulent,
Good
bro.
job.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit.
What is Sonic
Not as much.
Generations then?
Until we can sort out suspects.
That's
Sonic
li-
Generations
it's-
is the same shit, but the thing is, Sonic
Yeah.
Sonic pulled up on his ops though off rip. You fight
He
them
was beating
aliens.
their ass.
He was beating ass in a
He
what
was
called
beating ass.
game? In a Sonic called game. Okay, my fault.
You asked, bro.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
But Sonic, I mean, Sonic was getting his ass beat, but I'm pretty sure he was kicking ass in Shadow of Fight too.
Yeah. He was getting his ass beat at certain points, but he was also whooping ass at other parts in Sonic Generations.
And not to
Like-
mention that you can only kill Sonic depending on the ending that you choose, though.
When possible,
And the canon
scouting
ending is that he
will reach you
lives
and give you the
because they
update.
know Shadow
what,
is realistically not
Generations?
killing. I know Shadow of Five.
Camera, you can slide on
Shadow of Five. Okay. He's not
Because
killing
realistically, the canon event like Shadow's not killing Sonic like that, bro.
this nigga. Is ridiculous.
Sonic's death that was a Mickey kill in there, bro.
That was a Mickey kill.
It was a Mickey
Still
kill.
died though.
He died, but it was Mickey.
You know I'm all about the Mickey shit, nigga. Still won though, nigga.
Remember, the goal is to
Look
apprehend.
at
I was
the fact that he
saying,
lost to
bro,
Neo,
Sonic's
Metal, and Archie,
whole
though,
thing
bro.
is that he needs help. That's Sonic.
And that's Shadow's thing too.
But it's not. He stayed on 10 in most of his media showings. By himself, he stood on 10.
Yes.
In most of his media
yes.
showings, that goes into the games. That goes into the comics. He stood on 10 by
not
himself
the comics. No,
against
not
the
the
odds.
comics. Not the comics. Not the comics. Not the comics. Not the comics. And that's kind of because the comics, like, so he always had Rogue and he always had Omega 13.
That is
13 with
did
him.
have
He
Rogue.
didn't have him as much like in the game. Like I think like it was only what
It was only 06
like
that
06.
he had him.
Like 06.
But to
Okay,
say that
another okay.
That-
I'm about to rage bait you. I'm about to rage bait you because I don't even take this seriously, but I mean it is part of the forces.
Go.
So boom, so we know how forces goes,
no,
Sonic.
fuck that. We're not talking about force.
No, we're talking.
Force is ridiculous.
First of all, Shadow's prequel story he ran
Always
to
look to detain
Infinite,
suspects where you can.
and he
But
sold.
remember,
Everything that
sometimes you need to
happened
give
in
it a
that
chance.
main game is primarily
For
because
this next
Shadow
story,
sold
I'm gonna have you take the lead and do as you
in
were.
the prequel.
When you're ready,
And Infinite was a lot less
Nigga,
powerful
this is
in that
we're
part
talking
of the
about
story before.
forces here, bro.
I don't care. I don't care.
This is crazy talk.
I don't. And another thing
Like,
too, Infinite, right? He calls
go
he
ahead.
makes a whole bunch of clones, bro. Makes a clone of Chaos, Zavok, um, Shadow, and then some metal. But the thing is, like, he knew that if he fought the clones one on one, including Shadow, that Sonic was gonna win. So he needed all the clones to jump him, right, and they jumped him successfully. But again, he had
Shadow
that
take his rings
experience.
off?
No, we're talking about
Oh,
like a
my
clone,
fault.
a clone copy,
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
it's still like a copy of Shadow, though.
Yeah.
Shadow being built different.
With his rings on?
Rings on, yeah, rings on.
Okay, my
I
fault.
mean,
Surprise.
I guess, but okay, so boom, but
Niggas
check it
going
right.
all out against a clone? My bad. Sorry.
No. Listen.
Go ahead.
The Shadow clone beat Sonic, but only with the help of Metal, Chaos, and Zavok, bro. They had to jump him to get him down.
This is
But
in
against
Forces?
Sonic, this is in Forces, the beginning scene of
Ridiculous.
Forces.
That's
And
ridiculous. That's crazy as
keep
fuck.
up, right? But
Go
Sonic, he
ahead.
has that experience, he gets that knowledge, right? So boom, he knows what they're gonna do, so he lays in that work. He's literally able to beat an army of clones full of Shadow clones, Zavok, Metal,
Once again, we're
Chaos,
talking about
whatever.
Forces,
And,
right?
and the thing, yeah, we're talking about forces. And the
It's
crazy part about the
ridiculous.
Shadow clones too is that even the freaking NPC characters can beat the Shadow clones, bro.
This is Forces.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense, bro.
This is Forces.
It's a clone of
We're
Shadow, though,
talking
bro.
about a game that performed so unwell.
Yeah, no, I'm just rage baiting you.
I'm about to say, yeah, come on. Like, what? What the fuck? I said Forces? Come on. I can't fucking believe it.
Man, yeah, it's funny, bro.
Split the stack and
That's
provide
funny,
I
bro.
don't know,
That's funny.
bro.
But okay. So we'll talk about generations. It's my final point. So boom, generations, right? Of course, Shadow's the boss, and you gotta beat Shadow, right? And that's how it goes. So I mentioned earlier that they bring that part back with the Shadow generations part. So within the game, because Shadow's are like around his dad, he gets like these extra powers for some reason, and they don't even really do anything like crazy for real. Like he can like swim in like toxic liquid for one, but I mean, okay, I guess. Like he has the chaos spears, but he can shoot them like faster. Okay, I guess. Like the only thing that was impressive with his new powers was that he could fly. And then, but that was it. Like everything else was kind of like a buff with his powers. Besides, like, but he could fly. So boom. So Shadow has these powers, mind you, and you do, and they reference like the Sonic boss. Shadow ends up losing. He loses the fight. Roach is like, yo, Shadow, what happened? You could have taken him because Shadow didn't use his powers. And Shadow said, yeah, because if I'm gonna fight him, I'm not gonna use like like any extra powers because that's Mickey. Now we don't know for sure that if Shadow used the powers, he would have even won for like he might have smacked Sonic around like a little bit at the beginning, but
He
Sonic would have
would
wisened
have.
up.
He
He
would have
would have,
beat the
but
fuck out of Sonic.
no, for like at the beginning, but Sonic would have wisened up to that because keep in mind this is like an
Nah,
adult
fuck
Sonic
that.
too, by the way, and Sonic would have caught on to that. So we don't know if Shadow would have for real won the
We
fight,
do.
but
Rogue said
we
it.
do know that Shadow using his base powers against Sonic's base powers, Shadow lost.
And this is in Generations.
This is in Generations.
See, and that's why game characters are hard to really scale because it's like
He's coping, bro. He's coping, bro.
gameplay,
He's coping.
gameplay. I
Second
don't
he
know.
starts stumbling is a problem.
It's not even that. It's like you can agree with anything. Gameplay is hard to talk about because at the end of the day, the character has to win for the story to progress. That's gameplay. That's why media is easier to dissect the character because the media showing has everything there. Instead of a game where yes, the title is Sonic Boom, you know what I mean? It's Sonic Show. So it's like it's different in the sense of what's going on.
It kind of is, but you can kind of like conflate the two. So like the things like, cause like I said, what I mean when it comes to like Sonic Generations. I mean this is like Like so we're like in like that adult like Sonic, era, so he's like vastly more powerful than he was like in his teen years in like the adventure games though. But we conflate that with like Sonic Adventure, not Sonic, the Sonic movie 3. Like I don't even like that was just like one thing showing. I mean, like I'll give you like the Shadow like being the brakes off him because yeah, like Sonic had to like talk him out of it because Shadow got like depressed and shit. Well, no, actually, no, that's cap. Because Sonic went in that hit on him, sent him flying into space, and then he beat him down. He was actually like
What
legit. Yeah,
in
you try to
Sonic
fucking gaslight me. So yeah, in
in
Sonic movie
Sonic 3?
3. Yeah, because you were like, oh yeah, Shadow's on. I was like, no.
First
No.
off, let's talk about Sonic 3. Let's go Sonic 3. I was waiting for you to
Yeah,
get to Sonic 3. I
we're
didn't
talking
want to
about
touch
Sonic
it
3,
because
but
we were talking about the
no,
games.
no,
But in Sonic
no,
3,
no, you mentioned Sonic 3.
Did Sonic not have that power for 2 movies straight? He did not have super for 2 movies straight, right?
How is this?
Did he?
Okay,
He had super for 2 movies straight.
okay.
Shadow just seen this nigga with super. He don't even know what the fuck going on.
Yeah,
He
oh,
takes
he
this
took
shit
it.
from
Yeah,
this
okay.
nigga. I
Yeah.
just took your power and I'm beating your ass. Sonic had to really lock
Cap,
in and be like, oh fuck, this nigga is gonna hurt me. You know what I
bro.
mean?
No, Sonic literally hit him a punch in his jaw so high that he went flying off the ground to fucking outer space. He's hitting him with a mink. He had him on the moon. He was about to kill Shadow. Shadow was like, well, what are you waiting for? Do it. Sonic chose not to kill him in that instance, bro.
Gang.
Because that's Sonic's whole MO.
Come
He's not gonna
on,
kill,
y'all are not.
so.
You're not. This is what I mean. That doesn't make him a fraud. What makes Sonic a fraud in that sense is that the fight went on that fucking long. Because he has had. That's like Goku having Super Saiyan 3. You know what I mean? Having it for the entire. You know what I mean? He's gonna get the nigga that's never seen it, and the nigga takes his power, and I'm beating your ass with it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the thing is like yeah, Shadow took the power. What I'm saying is that Shadow is that fraud because if Shadow was really on him like that, and the fact that he was able to take his powers, like Shadow like legit took his powers, and then Sonic beat him up. If Sonic can beat if Super Sonic can beat Super Shadow, then by that correlation, base Sonic is beating base Shadow. It just is what it is.
Talking about the same nigga that beat the Chaos Emeralds out the nigga, right?
Again, he did.
What's the title of the movie?
But see, there he goes. There he goes.
Both of them got hit.
Just want to say, he took this nigga's powers that the nigga has had for 2 movies straight. Shadow has never had. He's never had. He's never had.
But like you said,
so it took Shadow stealing a nigga power to beat him.
But like exactly, and like you're saying,
did he steal it, or did they both? Were they both not on equal ground? Because he stole it and was still whooping his ass.
Exactly, but that's the thing you're saying. That Shadow was whooping his ass, and then Sonic turned around and started beating his ass. Because if Sonic
was super, the fight should have been faster than that. The fight should have been over way faster than that. If Sonic was super,
but here's the thing though.
Shadow was still keeping up with this nigga when he didn't even have the fucking superpowers.
Because here's the thing though, right? Remember what we talked about. What? Shadow has the better tactics, but Sonic has the better potential.
Cause it's Sonic's show. What the fuck?
It's just Goku versus Vegeta, like we say.
Hold on.
It's Goku's show. Goku's gonna win at the end of the day because it's Goku's show. Naruto's not gonna lose because it's Naruto's show, and the Naruto's name's in the title.
This is what you're saying. You're basically saying, yeah.
So you're calling Shadow a fraud for him taking this nigga's powers that he's already had and had an experience with. You know, not only still keeping up with this nigga while he's in his super mode and Shadow's not. You know what I mean? He made this nigga get to a certain bloodlust and take the fight to a point where it was like, whoa, you about to kill me, nigga? Like, what?
Here's the thing. How because you mean to tell me that Shadow is able to hang with Super Sonic and then he gets the Chaos Emerald to get his super form and then Sonic's beating his ass. That doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make sense, but
and here's the thing, what you're telling me though is basically, yeah, Shadow's a fraud, but he's only a fraud because Sonic's in the title.
Yes, because in the Shadow game, is he a fraud?
So then you admit that Shadow's a fraud.
He's not.
Because that's how he's supposed to be rated. He's the rival. He's not supposed to beat the rival. He's supposed to match the rival to a certain extent that the rival then has to push to a certain point to beat
at that point in time, though. at that point in
That's
time,
how
though.
it
But if we're
goes. But he
but
is
no, if
not
we're
a fraud
following the
because he
lore,
has to
if we're
get the
following,
Sonic to that level.
he's a fraud, bro. Because why is Sonic getting better, faster, stronger, and Shadow's at the exact same level, bro? He's not doing
This
anything.
nigga, I
He's
just told you
losing.
why.
He's losing. He's losing to his own ops in his own like part of the game that he's already faced before, that he has experience of.
Blood,
Sonic
I
doesn't
have
do
And
no
that.
there's no
what's going
Sonic
on
in that portion of the
Generation.
game,
And
basically.
Sonic doesn't do that.
What's came out first? Sonic Generations, correct? We just said
But
that the Shadow
no,
character has
Shadow,
been nerfed since Sonic
Shadow
06.
Generations. No, Shadow has been
Shadow
nerfed.
was never.
I didn't say no. I didn't say Shadow was
Sonic
nerfed.
as a franchise is already grasping at straws. Their
That's debatable.
writing
It's
since
it's
06
gonna
has
be
damn near
That's
been
yeah, it's very
ass.
debatable.
but no, the things, yeah, that the writing, but like Shadow's like abilities, like no. Again, like I said, Shadow is still up there, and he's not a fraud compared to everyone else. But like compared to Sonic, yeah, he's a fraud, bro.
I see more
he's
fraud
nothing to
watch
Sonic.
on Sonic.
How?
Bruh, Sonic is that's just how he is. He's a fraud because
You gotta
Shadow
give
is
me an
there
example.
with him all the time.
You gotta give me
You
an
gotta give
example.
us an example,
I gave you examples from movies, from
Okay.
TV shows,
wanna go
comics,
off-
like everything, games, bro. You gotta give me an example.
The fact that he has to continuously fight.
I
God
hate to
damn it.
interrupt, guys, but it has been an
Go ahead.
hour. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Bro just interrupted and he didn't say
He
nothing.
didn't
Bro.
even
Yeah,
say
say
anything.
Bro, or did my mic cut out?
I think so.
I
think so.
guess so. Yeah.
I would say it's been an hour, gang.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Me,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need
yeah,
this long, dog.
Yeah, hold on. We almost done, bro. Let's talk. We almost done, bro.
I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes, bro.
Alright.
Give us
We
10.
got
Give us 10.
Closing
Like, give
closing
him 10.
statements.
Give him
Closing
10.
statements. Closing
I'm
statements.
going on mute.
Alright. So we're gonna go fraud watch. Nope.
No. I need them examples, bro. I need them examples, bro.
I'm about to. We're gonna go fraud watch on Sonic. 06.
Okay.
They got smacked by Silver. The fastest thing alive got smacked by Silver.
It depends on because the thing, keep in mind though, like Silver can,
And
like,
you also
sound
called out a
people
fraud
though,
watch
bro.
the way he got slimed by Mephiles. You called that one.
No, I didn't call it fraud because Mephiles
You
just
did
said,
call
no,
that fraud out
call-
because you
no,
said
no,
Sonic
no,
should have
no.
been able to protect the princess and himself. That's what
Oh,
you
no,
said.
no,
You
no,
said that
no,
earlier.
no,
You can go back in the stream. You said that. You said
no, no, I know what I said. I said
you said that was a fraud watch.
I said Mephiles snuck. I said I was about to be fraud watch. I'm like, no, because technically Mephiles snuck Sonic and killed him with the art, and I said that was bad, right? Because he could have done that at any point in time during the game, but he waited until the end to do that.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I was talking about specifically.
Right.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And we can go back off of the reason why there are many Sonic games is because Eggman plans usually succeed, meaning Sonic has to get help from his team to stop what's going on. You just said that's the reason why Shadow was a fraud. He needs help. He can't do it by himself. That's literally all Sonic does is get help from niggas.
Not all the time, but
Almost in every iteration of Sonic, he has Team Sonic behind him.
He didn't have it in
every iteration, sure. But if we're going specifically like off the games, bro. All right.
The literally the second Sonic,
like,
nigga literally had Tails and Knuckles in it.
I mean, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about like the games like post 06, bro. Like Unleashed, he was by himself. He was doing all the heavy working by himself.
He wasn't
same
by
generations,
himself.
And same. They were there, but they didn't do anything special. Colors, Tails with them. Tails didn't do anything though. When Shadows is actively
Colors, he had help
like
from the little aliens. What are you talking about? He still had help.
For powers, bro. Just like Shadow got extra powers though in his game.
And he was still a fraud. And you said he's still a fraud. And Sonic was still getting smacked even in Colors. I know that. I was getting smacked.
No, it's not. Sonic. Yeah, you were getting smashed.
Exactly, nigga. That's gameplay.
Sorry.
Did you not just say we're not getting gameplay mixed up?
Yeah, I'm talking about cutscene and like the Shadow like Generations cutscenes. He was getting smacked. Like that's storyline lore right there. Like I said, Mephiles is pulling up like in a cutscene and he's beating the fuck out of Shadow. Same with his dad. That should not be the case at all, considering he's fought them before.
Sonic Adventure, first game. Sonic is also having trouble with Chaos. Needs friends to help beat Chaos. So let's go off of that. But what I'm saying though,
that's his
I'm
first
just
time.
Saying here, you're
that's
bringing
his first time though. That was his first time seeing Chaos. That was his first time seeing Chaos, and then not so much at the end of the game when they were jumping him. That was perfect Chaos, completely different form. That's a completely different form.
Completely
Stronger form.
different form. First time seeing
What I'm
him,
saying, like, here's the thing, right?
nigga
This is like
still
saying,
has to
this is
win. That's why I'm saying gameplay
no,
is
I'm talking about
different.
Shadow,
That's
but I'm talking
you
about
just said
cutscenes though.
gameplay's not different though.
I'm talking about cutscenes though.
This is old ass game. Cutscenes ain't really there, big brother.
No,
Come on.
I'm talking about in Shadow's case.
This
Shadow
nigga
of
said
5, right?
cutscenes ain't
Shadow
really
of
that
5.
crazy.
Shadow of 5, right? Boom.
Sonic wins
He
when we
beat
press the buttons, nigga.
Shadow of 5. Shadow of 5. He beat Blackwater. He beat his dad. Sonic 06. He didn't beat Mephiles, but he was close, and he knew who Mephiles was and what he was capable of. There's no reason why years later down the road, when they come back and they're still at their base same levels, that they're still he's getting his shit rocked by them.
The same
It's
way,
the
hey,
same,
I know
it's the same
Dr.
thing.
Eggman
It's the
is
same,
turning
but
these
Dr.
animals
Eggman,
into robots.
he's planning.
Maybe I should just stop
That's
Dr.
plans
Eggman
though.
instead of letting him
Dr.
get
Eggman,
away.
because Dr. Eggman's playing. Dr.
And
Eggman's
let
not
him do it
pulling up
again.
1-on-1 to Sonic and beating his
And then
ass.
make
It's
a
kind of like
metal variant of me that beats the fuck out of me almost every
it's
time
kind
we
of
meet
like
up.
and guess what? Shadow couldn't beat Neo Metal, but Sonic
Neo
did.
Metal, one of the strongest iterations of Metal
It doesn't,
Sonic.
but Shadow at that point was powerful because that's Archie though. Sonic was
Neo
hitting up,
Metal
and then
was
Shadow had to
meeting
sneak
up
him
with
though.
Archie Sonic. What are you talking about? Archie
And
Sonic is. That's why I
but
said
in
Archie
your case
Sonic
though, but in your
is
case though, you did
ridiculous.
say, but you did
And I
say
did
Archie
say
Shadow.
Shadow is
Archie
right
Shadow
there
was also
behind,
like,
and Neo
you
Metal
didn't say
was above that,
you
bro.
didn't
Like, you
say
can't go against that
behind.
logic.
You said he was right there with them.
He's right there.
That's the
That's a
thing though.
rival. That's what a rival does.
But no, but
When niggas want to come
Archie,
smack Goku, who's usually right there with him? Vegeta.
but Vegeta's no, Poison, because Vegeta's getting his shit rocked and Shadow's
And
not getting
Vegeta's
rocked
gonna
like
get
that.
shit rocked.
Yeah.
Same way Shadow's gonna have to get his shit rocked. That's what a
No,
rival
but
has to. That's what
Shadow,
they gotta get done, bro. You
nah,
beat
bro.
Blue every time you play Red.
But here's what I'm saying though is when it comes to in Shadow Generations when he's losing to people that he's bested before previously, it's kind of like Batman and Joker, bro. Why the fuck is Batman still getting played by the Joker? In the case of
Why the
Eggman, like
fuck
I
is
get what you're
Sonic
saying
still
about
getting played by
Eggman.
Eggman?
Exactly, I get you, but the thing is like Eggman is planning behind the scenes and then setting shit. Like in Unleashed, right? Eggman didn't just walk up to Sonic and then inject him with the werewolf, serum. He had to trap him in order to do that.
Yeah.
When in Shadow Generations case, like I said, Mephiles and his dad, they just pull up and they just whoop his ass. Like they're fighting and they just whoop his ass. Just 1-1. There's no planning. It's just like a 1-on-1 beat. It's like Batman with no prep time, bro. No. I'm talking like a 1-on-1. He didn't get jumped. Those are two different examples, bro. Yeah,
So you mad he got jumped?
Like that's the thing, bro. Here's talking about Eggman. It makes sense that Eggman can get the edge on Sonic because he's like Batman. He had that prep time, but these guys had no prep time. They just walked up to Shadow. His dad went up Shadow. He beat his ass. Shadow had to go run around, figure out how to beat him up. He runs to the Mephiles.
Sonic
Mephiles
has
beats his
about
ass.
the same amount of prep time against Eggman. That's not a good statement.
No,
He
really
knows what
doesn't
Eggman
though.
is gonna do. He knows
He doesn't.
exactly what Eggman's
You
gonna do
mean to
until
tell me?
Eggman
You
has
mean
to
to
get him
tell
trapped.
me? You mean to tell me that in Unleashed,
That's
Sonic
how it goes. That's Batman and Joker, bro.
No. Hold on. You mean to tell me that in Unleashed, Sonic knew
Bat-
that Eggman was gonna transform the world like that and also turn into a fucking werewolf?
You're talking about
He did
Unleashed.
not.
That's a Sonic game. I can't really go off of that. That's how it goes. What are you talking about? The
Okay,
Sonic game was Unleashed. That had to happen.
But what I'm trying, what you're saying though is that Sonic knows what Eggman's gonna do, but he doesn't.
knows he has to stop Eggman. At the end of the day,
Yeah, he knows he
fails
has to
every
stop
time.
him. Just like how Shadow knew he had to stop his
Fraud.
dad, and he knew that he could stop his dad, but he got his ass whooped, and he turned around, got his ass whooped by Mephiles. Fraud.
He has to get help every time because, oh no, I ran into this situation and I need help.
Shadow
Sonic
had
X.
the power boost.
That was the entire thing of Sonic X. He needed help.
And Shadow needed help from Rouge, bro.
So they're both frauds. By that,
you know what? I'll take that. Because here's the thing, right? I never did say that Sonic wasn't a fraud.
You said that Shadow was more fraudulent than Sonic.
Yeah, Shadow is more fraudulent than Sonic, bro.
But their stats
Our argument was that
basically
Shadow
are right
was
there.
more fraudulent than Sonic. Not that Sonic wasn't a fraud.
Here's the thing, right? You mean to tell me that Shadow was still struggling to beat his dad and Mephiles after one, he's fought them before, so he knows what to expect, and number two, he had the power boost.
Did they reference that? I haven't played it. I don't know if they've referenced that they have met before.
Yeah, but it's because they're bringing them back, so all that is
so
canon.
all that 06 is canon to what's going on.
Well,
It's
that's the thing.
generations. That's what I'm
That's the thing,
saying.
right?
I haven't
That's
played
the
it, so
well,
I
no.
don't know.
So here's this, because in '06, right? Because it doesn't even make any sense like why they kept that. So
Yeah.
like well, they kind of explained that in Shadow Generations, but so like
So I thought they
like
were done with Mephiles. I didn't even know he was
well, yeah,
still
because
here.
remember they put Solaris back in the flame and Elise blew it out. So everything at Sonic 06 didn't happen, right?
Yeah, that's what I
So,
thought.
when like Sonic Generations rolls around, they have Crisis City in there. People are like, "What the fuck? This shouldn't even exist." Shadow Generations, they kind of explain that though. Like that timeline never really went away. It was kind of just like fractured and broken apart. But Mephiles recognized Shadow, and Shadow recognized Mephiles.
Yeah, I gotta play it because to me, I thought that, you know what I mean? I thought they were all done with Mephiles and everything. So
Yeah, no, that was
to
the
me,
biggest
it
thing about.
seems like it.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like
that was the major
Sonic
thing. But
has been lazy writing in all these games from me. That's why even what's the racing game? That's lazy
Yeah.
writing to me as well. Why the fuck is SpongeBob Patrick in this shit? They owe them
it's
niggas
Okay,
just
money.
that's just making
that's just
collab.
DLC though. Yeah,
But
That's
that's
just
why I'm just
the
like,
collab.
they're to me,
I mean, like
Sonic is
like
grasping
they're
at
putting
straws as a franchise because
no, they're really making on that like like the movies and Frontiers like
the
really
movies are.
really turn
That's what I'm
around.
saying. The media is going crazy. The
But
games,
no, I'm telling you, like
Frontiers is really good.
Frontiers, like it's not like the best game ever made, but Frontiers is what turned it around. Like I said, like that game is what like that has like the best writing, because they brought back one
Frontiers.
they brought back one of the original writers of like the Sonic franchise as a whole. So Knuckles is an idiot, which by the way, Ethan, I didn't forget about that, but Knuckles is an idiot. Tails don't be riding dick, and then Amy's not like following him around like a lovesick puppy. They
This is
actually
in
fix
Frontiers.
that
Yeah.
shit. Like yeah, so here's the Frontiers overall, I'll probably give it like a solid like 8 out of 10. Like it's good. It's nothing like special. It's not the best Mario Sonic game, but after that shit with Lost World and Forces, like that game really turned that around. And I think they're doing a Frontiers 2 as well. Yeah, story was good. The gameplay was good. It's the first ever open world Sonic game, and they were able to pull it off too.
The game looks beautiful. It plays beautiful.
And Sonic like I said,
You're
Sonic
the
he
only
did that
nigga I
shit.
heard that from. I heard a lot of shit about Frontiers.
And here's the thing though, right? Sonic, like I said, earlier, Sonic did that shit by himself.
And Frontiers,
And Frontiers did that shit by
Shadow
himself.
also did it by himself. And Shadow
wasn't in.
Like,
yeah,
like,
he's rage
okay.
baiting. He's rage
Good
baiting.
job.
He's
Yeah,
rage
that's
baiting.
clear
job,
rage
Sonic.
bait right there, bro.
He's
Good
rage
job,
baiting.
Sonic and Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
Shadow did the same thing. Shadow the Hedgehog.
But actually, that's kind of capped though, because Shadow, there are missions though where you do have like missions that you run with other people, and one of them being Sonic.
And Sonic failing to stop the Black Order. If you don't remember
Depending on the ending that you choose.
Bro, fuck that ending. I had the canon ending.
And the canon ending is that Shadow, he did most of the work, but he probably wouldn't be able to. But Shadow wouldn't be able to do it all without Sonic, bro.
He would have, because you know what he did the entire game? Had his rings on. Fuck nigga.
See, you always say that, bro. I
It's the
guarantee
rings,
you,
bro.
the
I'm
rings
telling
off.
you.
I
Once he takes the rings off,
guarantee.
exponentially more powerful than Sonic.
No, bro, that's good.
That's how it is. That's the lore wise.
Okay, like
you
if
can
we're
go
talking
into lore
like
with
okay,
it. You can
okay, Adventure 2 through 06. Yeah, I'll say that. But Unleash and everything afterwards, nah, he's not touching him with the rings off.
This shit is ridiculous. Sonic can't even go into a werewolf no more. That was one game.
I'm not talking about the
in
werewolf.
2013.
I'm literally talking like Sonic's like base form in Unleashed. There's a significant boot because you have the daytime stages and you only play the werewolf and the
But we're not talking about verses. We're talking about fraud.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is though is that Shadow with the rings off and with that power boost, he's not reaching Sonic. Fraud.
But what I'm saying is Sonic. He's still matching Sonic. Nerfed.
He's not matching Sonic.
He still matches Sonic. Nerfed. Like, what are you talking about? He's matching
writing,
Sonic
bro.
in every aspect.
For the writing, bro. That's just writing, bro. It's plot.
It's plot. At the end of the day, they need to make something, nigga. They need a game.
They have to they know that Shadow's he's a little bit on that fraud watch, so they have to give him crazy feats here and there to prove that he's still up there with Sonic, but the real ones know that He's not up there, especially
The
even
real
with
ones
the
know
games logic. That
Shadow is
no,
that
no.
nigga.
But the thing is though too is that they also put themselves into a
It's
hole, which I
that
won't lie, is that
you slobbing
post
on Sonic shit right now,
Sonic.
and it's
I'm not
ridiculous.
even sloppy. I mean, like I said,
Oh,
I
not
prefer
sloppy yet.
Shadow.
My fault.
No, I prefer Shadow as a character over Sonic 100%. Shadow's my favorite character,
Yeah.
but
So
Shadow has like the most
your
story.
shit you
Here's the
calling
thing.
him on Fraud
Here's a
Watch
good
is the same shit you
here's a
could
good
call
analogy.
Sonic on Fraud Watch for, and Sonic can't
Here's here
swim, which is ultimate fraud.
here's a good analogy, right? That this is what my argument is. Ethan claims that he's the best at movement, right? Now, I will say that I'm either on par or I'm like second behind him in movement. But the thing is though, like Ethan has like higher highs than me, but he has lower lows. You catch what I'm saying? So I think that I'm up above him on the movement. Because Ethan will do some crazy shit 1 second of gaming, and then the second one he's gonna lose all his aura.
Because Ethan's not taking it serious. Had Ethan taken it serious, he wouldn't be on that Fraud Watch, as you would say.
Dog, no. Ethan takes his
He be
movement
taking it serious
seriously.
though.
He
And
be
he
He be
still does
taking it
crazy
serious
shit.
though. That I
So
played
that
Slam
shows
to the
rivalism, and then
point.
you're right there with them. You know what I mean? So that still doesn't prove anything. You're still
Yeah. You're like I'm right there with him, but he has lower lows, so he's on fraud watch.
he's.
Yeah, because you never know when he
He's
might
on fraud.
sell or
So
when he's gonna succeed.
you're on par with a nigga that's on Fraud Watch, is what you're saying.
And just like Shadow's on, he's on par with Sonic, and Sonic's like a little bit on fraud watch too.
They're both frauds at the end of the day.
But Shadow is more of a
Because we
fraud than
both
More of a
came
Sonic.
into that
fraud.
realization. We both said they're
But
both frauds.
yeah, but well, my point was that Shadow was more of a fraud than Sonic. Here's the fraud list, right?
Go ahead.
It goes Sonic, it goes Shadow, it goes Knuckles, it goes
That's
Silver.
ridiculous. Knuckles should be on top.
No, from like
Now
a
we're talking
least.
about
No,
sellers.
like
Knuckles on top.
no,
We're talking about sellers.
least.
Knuckles on
Least
top.
seller.
Least? Oh,
least
least?
seller to worst seller. No, Silver is way more sorry. Because Knuckles,
Yeah,
Knuckles,
Silver
it
is
makes
ridiculously
it, Knuckles,
sorry.
Knuckles. I can
Yeah.
see how Knuckles got played, but Silver just looked at a fake ass like picture of Sonic in a fucking bottle by Knuckles.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's the English trigger, and that's why you wanted to fight him.
And he whooped his ass. Nigga,
Well, it
whooped
depends on the
ass,
story.
asked questions after.
Depends on the story part, which I don't like. Because how you mean to tell me that Sonic beats Silver in his story, the side of the story, but then Silver
Silver
beats Sonic in
him
his, and it's the same thing with the Shadow and Silver. So it's like, well, which one is canon though? Like that's,
It's ridiculous. Sonic 06
it's like for
is
me,
stupid.
for me, like my canon for that part is that Sonic beats
All
Silver
right.
and then Shadow also
We
beats
gotta
Silver.
close it
Bro.
up, bro. We're running over time.
But yeah, okay,
Ethan's
so
been
you
waiting
know,
patiently.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, so
Ethan over here in chat saying y'all Walden.
Exactly.
Sonic and Shadow, right? They frauds 100% because at the end of the day, like they're like the two best characters in that franchise. The writing will be consistent, but I think you and I can agree that Shadow has more inconsistent writing than Sonic does.
Yeah.
Inconsistent
And
writing,
that's
yes.
that kind
I
of
can
and
agree
that kind of makes it more of a fraud than Sonic. Give it a buck.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I need to go slime the writers. I shouldn't
Yes.
slime you. I shouldn't slime you
Yes.
out.
Thank you.
like
You
Shadow.
finally got it. Yes. Yes.
Okay. See, that's all it took. Okay.
Although
guys
I do
aren't
want
my
to say
enemy.
real quick, Kage, your point that just because you're the player you're gonna win. I've played countless games where even at the main character, the player loses certain battles. Like you just
Yeah,
because
but you come
you're
back and
the
win.
main character, you're not gonna win the fight.
Yeah, but what games are you talking about? Are you talking about games that have Sonic in the title and Sonic has to win because that's what Sonic does in every game? Or are you talking about games where in like Elden Ring where there's a story driven and yes, there are certain times when your character doesn't win and this is that ending for that. But at the end of the day, if it's a game and it's a gameplay, your buttons are what's winning, if you get what I'm saying. You're controlling Sonic to the point where, okay, Shadow may beat me on this round, but eventually I have to beat Sonic. I have to get past this game to beat Sonic unless the story wants me to do otherwise. And if the story doesn't want you to do otherwise, yes, Sonic has to beat Shadow here. Regardless of what's the writing, regardless of what's going on, the gameplay has to continue because Sonic right here has to beat Shadow to continue on. If you get what I'm saying. So that's why I don't like talking about gameplay. Because gameplay can get ridiculous. That's why when he said cutscenes make sense because
Yeah, Yeah, no,
you're
no.
not working
I
it.
agree with him. I'm glad he stuck to Jets cutscene because no, I do partially.
Well,
I do
that's the
agree
thing.
with
That's the
you
thing.
in
I
that
like. That's why
partially
I was
with
talking
like
about the
gameplay.
cutscenes. That's why I made sure to like reiterate
Yeah.
that was talking about was specifically cutscenes, and not like actual like gameplay.
Yeah, no,
Because like with the
because no, that's why I'm
gameplay,
like
like
I
the
completely
bosses,
agree with
yeah,
you.
you fight them, you fight them.
So
You
that's
have
The
why
to.
it's
cutscenes
like,
though.
if you go off media, countless times in media, every time they've matched up, he's nerfed and they're on par, and it's usually a stalemate. You can look it up, you can watch it, you can go
Yes.
into whatever. It's
What?
almost a stalemate every
When?
time. When
Though?
Sonic, let's go Sonic X, let's go. Even in Sonic Adventure 2, it ends in a stalemate because Shadow kills himself. He sacrifices himself.
But they were both working together though. But in that boss fight prior to that, Sonic beats him. Also in Sonic X, like
And
yeah,
what
I
is
think
it
some of the
again? It's
fights in Sonic
gameplay.
X.
So that's why in the cutscene, Shadow
Okay.
sacrifices himself, right?
But that's a boss. That's two completely different things.
We're going off
That's a
cutscenes,
boss
bro.
battle. But that's against the boss
It,
battle. But
what
let
the?
me tell you this though.
All
Let
right,
me tell you
all
this though.
right.
Sonic X though. I can think of maybe like two fights off the top of my head where they ended in a stalemate. But every fight afterwards, Sonic whooped his ass. Hell, the same episode that they met and they got their first stalemate, Sonic came back and he whooped him up. He beat him up. It was in like that
And
wooded
what?
area in Sonic X. The first episode that Sonic met Shadow, they ended in a stalemate because Sonic wasn't even trying to fight. He was looking for Chris, and they were like in like that wooded area.
That was actually a couple of.
But
He
yeah,
got smacked around a couple episodes.
no, it was a stalemate, and
It
then
was a couple
he
times.
pulled back. Shadow never like once beat Sonic in that show, bro.
In X.
In X, it was either always a stalemate or Sonic was always on him, and Sonic beat him more times than there was a stalemate.
Because it's. Damn.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, right? You can't
his argument
say
about being a Sonic game, so it has to happen that way in cutscenes.
You can't say that. Oh yeah, Shadow did this, and then I correct you, and you're like, well,
Bro, what are you talking
yeah,
about?
you're right, but it's a Sonic title, so that's why they did that. Like
that. We just talked about inconsistent writing, did we not?
I mean,
we
yeah,
did.
That's why it's like,
still.
yes, at the end of the day, inconsistent writing because Shadow should be in this certain type of way. That's why I like Sonic 3 because it really did show, yes, Sonic has a potential that can take him above Shadow, but Shadow has to get him to that point. So that's why it's like
I don't think Shadow
if we're talking
has
about
to give him to
one-on-ones,
that
yeah,
point.
boom. But in terms of fraudulent, Sonic should be able to do certain shit, and he does it, and he needs help to do it. In Sonic X, most of the time, Sonic runs into the issue and needs help because why? You just said it. Eggman traps him. Eggman plans. He has prep time. So most of the time, when Eggman gets the best of him, does he not need help? Most of the time.
Here's the thing. I'll say this. No, I'll say this because you kind of have a point, but you also kind of don't because yeah, Team Sonic will go to rescue him, but most of the time he's able to get free like himself. And also keep in mind though, he's not even really going after Eggman though. He also has like countless like other ops, and yeah, they'll get the better of him, but he comes out on top because he has that potential.
Exactly. So
like I said,
Shadow,
Sonic
who
3,
is this being,
Sonic
is
3.
already there with this guy whose potential is supposed to be boundless. He's always there, right with him. That's how you call that.
It's supposed to be, but he's not there yet, and Sonic is still smoking him, bro.
And Shadow is still right there behind him. He's still keeping up.
But Sonic is still whooping
That's like
his ass,
Goku
though,
fighting
bro.
Krillin. Like, why is Krillin keeping up with Goku? If you're saying that.
Krillin is not
Goku is usually holding himself back to give Krillin training because he would beat that.
Somebody's not taking this serious, and it's the stale. So.
Yeah,
like I
and
said,
the one
every
taking
time
it
they
serious
fight,
in this case
they're
would be
nerfed.
Sonic, because half the time specifically in cutscenes, Sonic has usually not been the one to want to beef with Shadow, but a lot of times Shadow been ready to throw hands with Sonic. So, yeah.
Sonic does want the smoke. Sonic always wants the smoke. Sonic's always ready to run a fade.
Well, yeah, because
you just told me Sonic. The first time these niggas have met, he did not want the smoke with these niggas.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
What I was saying.
You seen a
the
black
first
nigga,
time
he like, oh hell no.
Remember, the first time they met in X was because Chris was missing. Sonic's whole thing was he was looking for Chris.
Like, Sonic is ready to throw hands with Shadow when need be, but when he's in the middle of something else, and Shadow pulls up, he normally is not ready to scrap that nigga. He's like,
I'll handle you
I'm not
later,
really worried
Vegeta.
about you because
No,
I'm
who
worried
you say
about
that
this
to?
other thing. So,
Who did he say that to? Fuck, it wasn't Vegeta. I'll handle you later. Fuck, who was it? Oh, it was Harashirama. Harashirama said it to Madara. My fault. My bad. I had it because that statement lined up with something else. All right.
Hey, my boy, you asked
You're
for
right. You're
10
right. Let's
minutes
go,
worth.
ET. Let's go, ET.
I gave y'all 25.
You're good. I appreciate you, Gabe, for being
Yeah, you're good,
patient with
bro.
us. At the end
yeah,
of the
you
day,
good.
I'm not
So,
convinced, but we'll keep it
I
like
mean,
that.
you kind of refuted because basically what you're kind of saying is that
All
yeah,
right.
Shadow
Let's
is
get
a
the
little
game
more
going.
fraudulent. You said Shadow's a little more
I'll
fraudulent,
give y'all 3
But it's
it's
only
more.
because
because
of
of
the fact that
Sonic's
it's a
franchise.
Sonic title. That's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah,
So in
literally,
essence, you do
he's
kind of agree
saying,
with the point.
We
yeah,
both
like,
agree
You catch what I'm
that
saying?
Shadow has inconsistent writing that yes will make him
I
fraudulent.
mean, Sonic in
If that's
general,
what get what it
well,
takes
yeah,
to win
Sonic
the
that's
is a
the thing.
game.
fraud. No, Sonic is a fraud, but so is
That's the
Shadow.
thing.
Let's just
Remember what I said
alright.
though. But remember what I said though. I'm a firm believer that no matter how bad the writing gets, listen, the writing is the
The
writing.
writing is the
It is what
writing.
it is. What it
Yes.
is.
Okay.
And
All right. Let's get the
so,
game started, bro.
all right.
We went on an hour.
First, first
Y'all,
let
y'all,
me get on
y'all got
game.
that your sister?
Ready or not?
We're good, man. I'm good. You need to get anything
I'm
Yeah,
else
good.
I'm
out because
chilling.
you weren't
I'm good.
taking
I'm
it
I'm
chilling.
chilling.
serious.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I'm chilling.
wasn't a
I'm
serious
chilling.
debate. It was just fun.
I was gonna give y'all 3 more minutes, but if y'all got it, y'all got it.
You got anything else?
Um, I mean, I'm chilling. I mean, like I said, I see what you're saying is some of the points, but
We're in the same
I think
stance with this because
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
all y'all
I
convinced
mean,
and I'm not
100%,
We're just
convinced.
100%,
arguing
So
100%.
semantics at
that's
this
how we're gonna
point.
leave it.
I think listen, I think we're at the same. I think we have the same stance, but I think we're looking at it at two different like viewpoints.
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
why I see where y'all both come from, honestly.
yeah. No, like I said, I still agree
But
with Twin, but I see where Kage is coming from because you do make a valid point. So,
And that's all it was.
but I gotta agree with Twin. I still think Shadow is slightly more fraudulent than Sonic. That is how I feel.
but
From
that's it though. But that's it though, because
that's it.
even when it comes like the fight, like Shadow has only ever lost like the Sonic. Like
Yeah, like
and that's it. He's
he
never
still
lose.
usually
Besides,
whoops on the most
well,
people.
in games and in comments, he's losing to people that
Yeah,
he shouldn't be losing to, like
Yeah, in
Vegeta.
yeah,
comments he's losing
it,
almost
it,
all the
Yeah.
time.
yeah. But we're not counting comments in this shit right now. But in terms of game and
Um.
media, usually Sonic and Shadow only think they lose to each other outside of
The
Eggman or
perfect
Prep Time.
analogy you used was the ET one, where yes, we're both at this certain point. ET is better, I mean, but his lowest lows or his high, whatever the
His
fuck you
lowest
said.
lows are on
Yeah.
par with me. His highest highs are on par with Torian.
Yeah, and that makes sense when you bring it down
Dylan.
to.
No, Dylan, I didn't say all that, Dylan.
Yo,
Bro,
yo, yo,
you
yo,
ain't
yo,
got no
yo,
movement,
yo,
Dylan.
yo, yo, yo,
Dylan, you
yo.
don't
That's
have to
crazy,
say
bro.
I'm moving different to move different, bro.
I don't ever say that, game.
So
My
that's
my
the
ability ain't
only
in
like
movement.
we've been talking for a
Yeah.
good hour, and for me
30
that was
minutes.
the best point you brought up. That was a great analogy you used. I'll give you that.
That you was good with that toy. I was like, dang, bro.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're cooking with
I
that
was
one.
cooking with that, but I did have some legendary refresh. I mean, that was one of like
He did.
specific comic points too, bro. Like you kind of gotta give me that as well.
Yeah, but
Neo
like I
Metal,
said, we're
like I
both
said,
at
I
this
can't
the
forget,
standpoint
but
that you
you
can't.
agreed though too. You
Pause.
did agree with, I forgot what it was, but it was
We agreed to
the virus,
inconsistent writing is what makes him fraudulent. That's what we agreed to.
but also like a little more fraudulent Sonic though, right?
Cause give me the pen, give you the pen. We know how to, you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm not like because
So
Shadow's like my favorite
that's why
character,
I said
but I think we also gotta be honest, and like but the writing exists, and the
Yo,
writing
hold
is
up,
what it
bro.
is.
Pause real quick. I think one of y'all disabled your account on my console, so I got to log back in because I don't got PS Plus. So,
oh shit.
No,
Oh
okay.
damn. All right.
chat, we'll be right back. I gotta end the stream because it's gonna end it when I switch. But y'all just hang on. I'll be back. I promise.